It's on.
I am too.
Hello, this is Lenore, and we're sitting here in our kitchen with my mom and my Aunt Riti.
Right.
And I've been wanting to interview them for years, okay? So we got them glammed up and they're ready to go.
Oh,
good. We're ready.
Oh, I'm happy.
All right, so I don't know how to start this. It's like Barbara Walters' interview. I am going to start this with way back. So my memory, I want to know about your earliest memories. When do you remember being in out on the island, out on Long Island? Is that your earliest memories?
Yes, we lived in East Meadow, Long Island.
East Meadow.
And, it was
Who
all
did you
fun.
live with? Who were you living with in East Meadow?
Nana.
Nana and Grandma.
Okay, so it was Grandma's house.
Yeah.
Grandma who?
Nana's mother.
Victoria? Was it
Carrasco.
Vicky?
Yeah.
Victoria. Okay,
Yeah.
so on the Carrasco.
Victoria, yeah.
All right, and then your parents and you two and Aunt Vicky
And
all
Aunt
lived
Vicky.
together
Right.
in there. Okay, and so Ma, you're the oldest. What is your memories, your earliest memories about living in East Meadows? Do you remember like holding Aunt Riti when she was little?
Oh, no, she's not that much younger.
I'm 5 years younger than you. So I was a little baby.
Here we go.
Oh, cut it out.
Here we go. So what are your memories? Like, tell me some of your memories.
Well, I remember when we were little, it was just the three of us. We had no friends because we lived in farmlands. And our nearest neighbor was like a mile away. So it was just the three of us. So
I gotta stop. Then I put on camera.
Oh,
Wait,
there
what
it
did you
is.
touch?
Testing,
There we are.
The red
There
button?
we are,
Okay.
Faith.
Are we on?
Yes.
Oh, I look gorgeous.
It's growing on here.
We're in the background, okay, giving direction. Okay, ready? And action.
So we were in East Meadows, and I'm asking their earliest memories. And Aunt Riti was saying, what were you saying?
yeah, I remember the three of us, that's all we had was us three. We had no friends. Our nearest friend was a mile away. So we did everything together. And Aunt Vicky used to dance, the chicken dance.
Oh, yeah.
What's the chicken dance?
Yeah, we called it the chicken
We
dance.
called it the chicken dance. And the bathroom was up a flight of steps. So he would never, and the bathroom was right in front of the steps. And whenever one of us had to go to we all went together. And so
That's a little weird. Just saying.
but this is funny. The one who was up in the bathroom would watch us. We had to entertain her.
Okay.
And so
we entertained.
we used to play the Three Bears. So you could climb up the steps. Who's been sleeping in my bed? Yeah, we acted out the Three Bears. That was our entertainment.
Okay.
Times are rough.
Yeah, really rough. I'll say.
Because we had nothing else.
I thought you had an outhouse. I remember mine.
We
did.
also had an outhouse.
So how come you have one if you had an indoor bathroom and an outdoor?
No, we did want to go in the outhouse.
I don't blame you.
So we used to go in the other part of the house. See, we only had the upstairs, and people lived on the ground floor. We had a little shack. We called it the Shandine.
Shandine.
Shandine. And that's where we ate, and that's where we cooked. But the bedrooms were upstairs. So there was 4 bedrooms upstairs, and that's where we would sleep.
Big house.
Yeah, yeah. It was really a nice house. A lot of property. And that was all fun. I mean, that's
But
what we
wait,
did.
whose house was this?
Grampy's.
This was Grampy's house.
And this was Nana's father.
Okay. Your Grampy's.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Your-
On that,
Okay.
And
so-
With the
correct,
big
yeah.
mustache.
Okay. And so downstairs, he had there was other people living downstairs.
Yeah,
So like he rented
In
it
the
out or
beginning, in the
something?
beginning when we first moved out there, I was little, and we lived downstairs, you know, in that area. And then Grandpa decided he wanted to rent it out. So, but we would go there mostly we lived there for a while, and then I would go and Aunt Vicky for the summer. Your mother stayed there. She didn't want to come to the Bronx.
Yeah, Ma, you loved it, right? Mom just loved it out there.
And I hated it.
Because you wanted to be where the action is.
Yeah, when we moved to the Bronx, I was the happiest person. I was so happy. Now I had friends, and I was jumping rope, and I was...
But let me just back up 1 second, in a minute, because you talked to cousin Lenny, who lived there or lived near there. So what was the, and Lenny and Carmel and Vicky and Stella? What was the connection there? Where did they live?
They lived in Whitestone. That was Nana's brother's family.
Nana's brother's family. Okay, and they would come out to visit you out in East Meadow.
Yeah, they were always there visiting.
Because
And we loved them. Because they were our closest relatives.
Yeah, we really had a good time with them.
and Aunt Riti was talking about she was partner in crime with Lenny, and how
Yeah.
the apple tree story.
Yeah, there was across the way, there was a long path, and that belonged to we used to walk that path to get milk. We used to go to the farmer, and he would milk the cow. We had this little can, and so when Lenny came to visit, he had a big apple tree. So he decided we're going to steal some apples. So we took a carriage, and he climbed the apple tree. So the farmer spotted us and come running with a gun.
Oh, my word.
So, and Lenny's shaking the tree, shaking in all the apples, and the farmer was yelling at us. So Lenny jumped down off the tree. We ran with all the apples in the
She said the farmer had a gun.
pushing the carriage. And then another time, we went to get milk, and it was me, Aunt Vicky, and cousin Carmel. And we're coming home, and we're holding hands. We're picking mushrooms on the way, and this car comes around the corner and hits me. I was on the end. I fall down. I get up, and I fell again. Nana heard screeching, because then he hit a tree. So picks me up, puts me in the car. He was a doctor. So he said, well, take her to my office and I'll examine her. So they picked me up, bring me to there. He says to Nana, just take her home and put her to bed. So P.S., I'm throwing up. So Nana took me to Meadowbrook Hospital, and I had a fractured skull.
There you go.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
You're unbelievable.
Yeah.
Wow. You're lucky. Lucky Nana, knew.
Yeah, yeah. So that's my experience. What is your experience?
You were swimming, please. You were swimming in the, what is that? The pit, the quarry or pit or something.
Oh, the sand pit.
You decided that you loved swimming or something, right?
Even then.
Even then, yeah.
Well, Aunt Vicky and I almost died in that sand pit. We weren't supposed to, nobody was supposed to swim in there. And they had a big fence. And so Aunt Vicky and I decided we're going to climb over the fence and we're going to go swimming. So we climb over the fence, we're swimming out, we're in the middle of the sand pit. I get tired. I said, Vicky, I'm tired, I can't go anymore. She said, okay, hang on to me. So I put my arm around her neck, and instead of swimming back to shore, she's swimming further. She lost her, directions. And now we're going under, because she got tired of swimming with me around her neck. It happens that two boys were riding by on the bicycles, and they said, look at those two stupid girls in the sand pit.
Wow.
Because we had long black hair, and our hair was floating on the water. So they jumped over, they came, and they pulled us out. I was out. They had given me,
Wow.
Aunt Vicky
Wow.
was okay, but I was out. And we said, don't tell Nana, don't tell Nana, because Nana used to come on the weekends. So when we got home, we didn't say anything, and the neighbors told Grandma. Grandma told Nana, and who got the beat?
I was going to say.
Me.
Oh dear. So Ma, so now you when did you start taking swimming lessons, or you just taught yourself?
Oh, yeah, I didn't take any lessons.
Yeah, when we moved to the
But-
Bronx, that's when she really got into it.
Yeah, but that impressive. And you were also, you loved it. You used to sing outside, right?
Yeah.
Because you love singing. Mom loves singing. And which is why she's wearing her special G-clef that Barbara gave her. Because she loves singing. Oh, and show her that. And then she loves swimming. So remember Dad gave this to her?
Yeah, we all love
It's
that.
the well-endowed
Yes, scuba diver.
Anyway, so you were, I remember you used to talk about singing, right? You were singing to the trees.
Oh,
and to,
yeah.
The hills were alive with sound of
I used to
music.
sing out loud.
Crazy.
And
And then,
we used to dress up our dog with a little bonnet and put him in the carriage and put him. Spetsy. Remember Spetsy?
Yeah.
Betsy, what
Yeah, we
kind of
call-
name is that?
Spitakatain. That meant to break the...
what, Mom?
Spitakatain meant break the chain.
So why did you name him that?
Grandpa named him that.
Betsy means break the chain.
Did she
Yeah.
break the chain all the
Almost
time or something?
Break the chain.
Okay.
Spitakatain. Katain was a chain. And
Spitakatain.
spets was break. Spets was break it.
And we had chickens and ducks.
You did not. You had chickens?
Yep, we had baby chickens that grew up, and we had baby ducks there.
They all ran after her.
They all ran after you, huh, Harry?
They hated me.
Yeah, they did.
They hated
They
me.
really did. They hated.
Grampy had
She was the youngest, that's
I was
why.
actually the
And
littlest.
Grampy had this rooster that it was his pride and joy. He loved this rooster. Now this rooster used to, when I would come home from school, he would run and peck at my head. He would chase me and I'd be screaming. And one time he did and he got blood. He really got me.
Wow.
And that did it. Nana said, that's it. He's going. So
Wow.
Nana got him. And Grampy was saying, where's my, I don't know, he named it. I forgot the name. And so Nana had to tell him.
He's in the pot.
furious.
Oh my God.
He was furious because she said, well, he was
Good for Nana.
He was going after Rita. I didn't want him killing her because he took off her eyes. But he didn't care. He didn't care.
So Nana wasn't a huggy, I
No.
love you kind of gal.
No.
But she did get rid of the rooster. So I guess that was her way
way
of
of
showing
saying
love.
it.
I'm just saying.
Killing the rooster.
And they also, and Grandma had a parrot. And every time I passed by, the parrot would go and peck at it. Well, he did it so hard when he broke his beak.
Good.
So I said, ha ha.
So he always had after that, broken beak.
So now I'm remembering that the Nana was sick, right? And then you kind of took over. You know, taking
He had
He was always
rheumatic
in the
fever.
hospital.
Yeah. And she didn't. I don't know how honest
This
you want to be.
is
She
Nana,
didn't.
now your mother.
Yeah.
Our Nana.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm saying Nana like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had rheumatic fever, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
heart issues
Yeah.
going forward, yeah. Okay.
She had rheumatic fever.
How long was she sick for?
Oh, she was in and out of the hospital. She'd be fine for a while, and then she would get sick again, back in the hospital. She was like, but that was in the Bronx.
Oh,
when-
it
Not
wasn't.
when we lived out in East Meadows.
But
She wasn't
wasn't
sick.
Mom still doing your hair then or not? When did she start taking care of you? And
In the Bronx.
it was in the Bronx.
Yeah,
Okay.
in the
Okay.
Bronx.
So when did you move to the Bronx? How did that whole thing happen? Was
I
it the depression? By the way, why were your earliest memories are in East Meadow? So were you born there?
No, I was born on 311 East on 35th Street.
Okay, so they used to just go out there in the summer? When did you?
Well, in the beginning, we lived there, permanent. But I was born in the Bronx because the hospital, Nanny didn't want me to be born in East Meadow. So we lived with Grandma and Grandpa on 135th Street, and that's where I was born. And then when I was older, maybe about 3, then we moved to East Meadow.
Where were you born, Ma? Do you know? Were you born in the Bronx too?
Yeah.
Were you born in Knickerbocker Hospital? Because that's where I was born, in Knickerbocker
Was
Hospital.
Aunt Vicky born in Knickerbocker?
I think she was too, yeah, I think we were all born in
So
that.
why, I thought you said that your grandma and grandpa on your, on
Nanni's.
on your mom's side, I thought you said they lived in East Meadow, so they also had an
Yeah,
apartment?
they also had, because he owned the house,
I see.
so they also lived there too. They would go, you know,
Okay.
back and forth.
Okay.
So then, after a while, then we moved, we all moved, my family moved to East Meadow, and we lived there until I was 8. Then
How
we-
old were you, Ma? Because you left when you were 8 and you stayed, right?
I was a little bit older.
Right.
Yeah.
So you were a teenager, I guess. 8?
Yeah, she didn't want to come
yeah.
to the Bronx, so
Right.
she stayed with Grandma
For what, another
Yeah.
year maybe?
I was with the grandma.
until she graduated from school.
Did you miss her? It's so weird.
Yeah, well, we would go there for the summer
Uh-huh.
and work on the farm,
Uh-huh.
picking beets and
Peas.
peas, string
Picking
beans,
peas.
25 cents a bushel.
And then we thought we had a bushel, and he wouldn't give us the money. So until we had it had
Sleeping.
yeah we had
And
a
he
lot
would
of
push it. He would push it down, sit on it to get it down.
He was a cheapo, wasn't he? What a thief right there.
But in Vicky,
But wait, this was your grandpa?
No,
No,
Oh,
this
this
was
is
is
an
a
farmer.
farmer. They were like
Okay.
immigrant workers.
Oh, yeah.
they bought
and I should have brought
off.
it up with Lenny yesterday because
Oh,
him
right.
and I got fired
Why'd you get fired?
because we were throwing streams at each other.
Okay, your first job and you were fired. Okay, here we go.
I wasn't fired.
You didn't work as much as we did. Vicky never. She was right there on the spot. She didn't work fast. She didn't talk to anybody because she wanted to make money. And the few cents that we got, we would take the bus to Hempstead and spend our big dollar.
On candy? You used to get candy, I guess? What, so what did Mom, instead of wanting to do that, were you singing? She's always singing or
Yeah,
something.
she didn't really work too long on the farm.
But you were working on an army base because Lenny, when we
Oh, that
talked to
was
him.
much later.
Oh, she was up
Yeah,
there.
but you were, but you were. It sounds like you were somewhere living out on the island because Lenny remembers riding you to work on his handlebars on the crossbars.
That was after she graduated high school.
Okay, so she must have gone. So you then did you? So you must have gone back and lived in.
We lived in the Bronx. She lived with Aunt Mariette in Whitestone
In Whitestone.
because she was working at Mitchell Field.
Okay, and then Lenny must have been there
And
too
Lenny-
because that's where he lived.
Yeah,
and then
because she
okay.
lived with him
okay.
and the rest of the kids.
And then so Mom, so now you're in the Bronx. Let's go to the Bronx. You didn't want to go, but you went to the Bronx. You started singing. How did that happen? How did she start singing on radio stations?
Well, she I don't know. She got in.
Nana
Carrie
used
Lilly.
to take me.
Carrie Lilly was. She had a program.
Calla Lily?
Carrie Lilly, her
Carrie.
name was.
Yeah, that was her name, Carrie Lilly.
Okay.
And it was a Carrie Lilly show.
Uh-huh.
And your mother sang on her program.
So-
I sang the theme song.
What do you remember any of it? What was the theme song?
I don't remember because I was.
I can sing
was
from
young.
the Flintstone theme song. okay. So my guess is
Make new friend and keep the old. One is silver and the other is gold. Make new friends and keep the old. One is silver and the other is gold.
all right. But there was another version of that. I remember you singing to me, and that was not what you just sang. It was about making new friends, and it must have been for that show, and it was different. So when we think of it, I want you to sing it again because it was good. Okay, so my guess is because you were in the Bronx, you must have been known at school for having a good voice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Were you in the shows and all that?
Yeah.
Were you? What
Yeah.
shows were
Do
you
you
in?
remember when you went on Major Bowles?
Yeah.
Amateur hour? She went on Major Bowles amateur hour.
What is that?
Did you know Major Bowles?
He was very famous,
Uh-huh.
and he used to have an amateur hour where people would go and sing, and then who would win.
Huh?
And she was on it.
All right.
Was that,
Yeah,
was
oh.
that a radio
Oh,
show?
well, I was
Yeah,
a big
It wasn't
shot.
even TV at that point.
And she sang with a guy. you were duet with this
Oh
fellow.
yeah, Walter.
But if you sang alone, you would have won.
I'm
Because
sure. I
You
love
would
it.
have. You should have sang alone because you would have won.
You're such a good sister. Good for you.
Yeah, she would have.
But you sang with big bands
would.
too. I know she sang. You sang. We have, you with the big mic and everything, singing with some big band. I don't know which one it was.
That was Carrie Lilly when she had the big mic.
Oh, okay. So that was Carol. Okay.
Yeah.
Great shot. Okay. So while you are doing your singing in school, how did you get into dancing?
I always liked to dance, so I would dance with my feet, And then when I got older, I used to sneak, get on the bus. Tell Nana I was going for the paper. And I would sneak to this dance place in Williamsburg Road. We called it the Mansion. And so I used to sneak there, and I learned the cha-cha watching the girl dance, and I would do it under the table with my feet, And that's how then I started, when I was in school, I met this fellow at a dance, and he was a good dancer. We became partners, and we used to go to all the schools and get into their the contest, and we always won, and I was like 14, and I always won, we always won, and we went from school to school and entered in all the contests, and that's my starting on my dancing.
All right. So while you're dancing, and you also when did swimming happen with you, Ma?
Your mother always swam.
But when did you? Because we have a picture of you in the white bathing suit in some big thing.
Jones's Beach.
God, that was Jones Beach. That's in. So how did that happen, Ma? You joined a group. What happened?
Do you remember you joined me synchronized swimming?
Yeah.
How old were you when
It
you
was
did
a
that?
group.
She joined the synchronized swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Jones's Beach.
That's where I am.
This is the picture. This is the picture. So is that Jones Beach?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean
It
that's
looks
an
like a
indoor
Yonkers
pool.
Avenue pool.
No, it is an indoor pool, but it's probably in the city somewhere. But she did. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Your mother, with her swimming, she swam so beautiful, not a ripple in the water, and people used to run on the edge just to watch her swim.
Yeah.
She swam so beautiful.
Okay, so should we wrap this up for now?
Yeah.
Because Mom and Aunt Riti are so glammed up, we've got to go out to lunch. They're too gorgeous
I'm sorry.
to eat indoors. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, we have to cut this short.
We must show the world.
No, I haven't got any money.
Oh no!
Let's turn this
No
off.
money.
We have this conversation
Okay.
every time.
Okay, I'm just
my
gonna
God.
do an homage to my sister. When Rosemary was little, she always she used to pretend she was a news reporter. And
That's right.
she was, who are you?
Christine Clam, on the scene and on the screen. I had a little tape recorder. The tape recorder was, that 2 feet long with a little microphone. Now interviewing.
Aunt Riti and Mom. Okay, arrivederci. We'll catch you next time.
Clam signing off.
There you go. There you go.